Hey, what's up, guys? This is Fulo again with another video. Shout out to the whole LDBC. So, in this video, I want to just kind of address Gervonta Tank Davis for a little bit because of the simple fact that, nobody's denying the talent, nobody's denying the power, nobody's denying the other skill sets that he has. What we are denying, though, is the fact that he's probably not ready to apply those skill sets in the highest level of the boxing world because he keeps on getting into petty trouble. And that petty trouble becomes big trouble. Now, the way I look at it is when he talked about the Terrence Crawford fight, he said he doesn't see anything special in Terrence Crawford on his Twitter. What he could have did, I'm not trying to tell a grown man what to do, because at the end of the day, a grown man is going to do what he pleases. But you have to ask yourself, was that necessary? To say that, or could he have kept it to himself, and just left it at that? And also, perhaps he could have used what he thought was average ability to fuel himself to get into a better position, as far as fighting is concerned. Now, what I'm seeing now is he's coming at Shakur Stevenson now. So what he said, these are just a couple of words that were said. When he's saying this towards Shakur Stevenson. So he said, "You faking for Twitter. Stop. Your last fight got you big-headed already. I'm going to be the one that's going to tell you. Top Rank had to give you a cab driver because the fans was complaining about you not having no power, and you still don't." And then, Shakur responds, "Bye, Tank. Go back to kissing Adrian Broner in the back of Ubers." Also, someone else got involved and said Tank was a bum. And he's like, "I got whatever you want on Shakur Goofy." And so, Tank said, "You on the other side of the street, so it's up for grabs for you. Watch your mouth." And then basically it just goes on. And what happened is that another fighter got involved as well. Another up-and-comer who, hopefully, probably in a couple of days' time, I can get on my YouTube and have an interview with him. And that's Richardson Hitchens. And so, basically, it's really going as we speak. It's really going. Tank has so many guys after him. And so this is what happens when you have a lot of time on your hands and you take Twitter beefing more serious than you do fighting. I mean, at the end of the day, Shakur Stevenson just had a fight. I mean, when was the last time Tank fought? I mean, I can't even remember the last time Tank fought. And now Tank is saying on the Twitter about Tevin Farmar calling him out. He said, Tevin, whenever it's time for us to fight, I will um, break you emotionally and physically. Uh, you know, and then he goes to talk about you know, the up and comer Richardson Hitchens. He said, you know, I made sure you was good always, even the time one of the Charlo twins was about to smack the fire out of you at 4040 Club. And yeah, they just are going at each other's throats. And this is not good because of the simple fact, and yes, I'm about to get racial. A lot of people like message me on my channel and say, why don't you leave race out of it? Why does race always have to be involved in it? Well, this is the thing. This is the whole problem. We as African descended people, I don't care if you're an African from Africa, I don't care if you're an African from Latin America, I don't care if you're an African from the Caribbean, wherever you're at, we're at the bottom of the totem pole. So why is it that we feel the need to further make each other go to the bottom? Why do we feel the need to come at each other when we have so many other things coming at us in the first place? We don't need to be doing this to one another. We need to be supporting one another, even if one is on the other side of the fence. Okay? You have to be, I mean, I can't speak for Tank or anything, but Tank should be saying things like, man, good job. Good job on the victory. You know? I'm looking forward to more. Keep up the good work or something. You know? Or if he wanted to be critical, he could have just said, yo, bro, it's time for you to step up. It's time for you to like get a bigger guy now. Let's go. The step up is now. But instead, he putting down people, man. Putting down his own brothers, man. And they already got things that they had to overcome, which he had to overcome as well. And it just never ends, man. Like, for real, like, I really don't like seeing those type of things when, like, you have three up and coming guys, and instead of trying to help each other come up, they come at each other's throats, man. And then people on the outside are looking and being like, well, you know, these people can't work together. It's not really a good look. And me personally, I think Gervonta, he need to focus more on training. He need to focus more on like staying in shape. He walk around so big. You know, it doesn't even seem like most of the time he's like, it seems like if they gave him a call and said, okay, we have a fight for you this week or in 2 weeks time, he wouldn't be able to be ready. You know, a true person who's like a true consumer of the sport, they're going to be fight ready all the time. They're going to live their life like a next fight is coming, even when they're not sure when the next fight is coming. They're going to stay in shape. They're going to stay ready so they won't have to get ready. That's just how it works. But him, you know, Gervonta, if it if someone said, like, if Floyd Mayweather said, yo, Lomachenko is next, man, and you only got like such and such weeks to get ready for him, then you know Gervonta probably would not be ready for him. You know what? So what I'm saying is Gervonta and just fighters that he come at. If no fights are being made with this trash talk and stuff like that, then there's no point. There's no point in having like trash talk, because all you're doing at the end of the day is just putting each other down. You guys aren't bettering each other. For example, when the trash talk paid off, a fight got made, and that fight was with Lara and Hurd. I think what happened was Hurd may have like went on Lara's Twitter or something like that, and you know Lara said, "Be careful what you ask for." Boom, fight gets made. But if these guys are just going to just keep on like beefing with each other on Twitter, and they have no intention of fighting each other or anything like that, then they're just wasting time, they're just wasting energy, and they're just putting each other down. There's no point in it. And Tank, you know, I'm sorry to say it, but if he keep on down this path, I'm not trying to tear down a black man. You know, at the end of the day, I want him to succeed. I want him to be a big name. But if he continues down this path, he just gonna be damaged goods, and he's just gonna be like a has-been. Like, we'll be talking about, when we talk about fighters, we'll be like, oh, Tank, he's just whatever. He ain't nobody. So that's all I got for now, guys. Leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know if you think that, you know, if you think that him being on Mayweather Promotions is actually helping his career, or do you think that, you know, he should leave and find a new start somewhere else? I'm out until the next one. Enjoy.